keeps luring in like a pack of snakes. Your sweet little eyes, your little smile is all I remember. Those fuzzy memories mess with my temper. Justification is killing me. If killing isn't justified, what happened to my son? I'm terrified. It lingers in my mind and the thought keeps on getting bigger. I'm sorry, but sweet baby, I wish I'd been there. It's been so long since I've seen a son lost to these monsters, to the man behind the slaughter. Since you've been gone, I've been singing this to this song so I could ponder the sanity of your mother. I really hate you. Stop getting in my way. I've lost my patience when I knew gonna decay. I want to throw you out just like my broken TV. If you'll come back once more, it shall be painful, you'll see. I hope you die in the fire. Hope you'll be stabbed in I've been trying for so long to sing you the right song, to show you something different every day, so you hear what I have to say. Lots of reasons, and now we're here at a standstill. I wonder if you feel the kind of thing that puts your insides out. That's something I know all about. Shocking, ain't it? Is it because it can be hurt? Many mistakes make me hurt. I can't fix you. Is it because it can be hurt? Made me awake, make me hurt. I can't fix you. I can feel my heart breaking, mistakes I've been making. I'm running out of patience to pretend. This isn't how I let it end. We're fading. You've been running your lies here, not spending my years. How can a human lose their self-control? There's nothing left to make you whole. I'm done explaining. This is because it can be hurt. Many mistakes make me hurt. I can't fix you. Is it because it can be hurt? Made me awake, make me hurt. I can't fix you. This is what happens when you leave it to somebody else. If you want it done right, you should just do it yourself. You oversaturate your world with nothing but machines. You might make everyone happy, but you're dead inside just like me. And now we're here at a standstill. I wonder if you feel the kind of pain that rips your insides out. That's something I know all about. Shocking, ain't it? We have a lot more in common than you would become. Where it's like on the surface and me and you. We both don't know what we can do. This is because it can be hurt. Many mistakes make me hurt. I can't fix you. Is it because it can be hurt? Made me awake, make me hurt. I can't fix you.
on the floor. You can hide from all those toys. You can sail through Foxy Shore and do so much more. Hey everybody, won't you come on down to a world of fun and imagination? Come on friends, can you hear that sound? The gang's all here, rocking sweet vibrations. Freddie, Roxy, Monty, and Chico, get your backstage passes or see them live. Grab a slice of pizza cause they wanna meet ya. This radical trip is always worth the try. Here at the Mega Pizza Plex, you're the big thing that's coming next. The gang's all here, won't you grab a mic? There's always something here that you're bound to like. Here at the Mega Pizza Plex, you're the VIP with cool effects. Hop on stage with your rock guitar. Freddie and the band need a superstar. We've got exciting things to try. You just can't finish it in a day. You'll never want to say goodbye. Fun times here, take your cares away. With music, great food, games and more, you can dance the blues away. Birthday party wishes are all in store. You're guaranteed an amazing day. Here at the Mega Pizza Plex, you're the big thing that's coming next. The gang's all here, won't you grab a mic? There's always something here that you're bound to like. Here at the Mega Pizza Plex, you're the VIP with cool effects. Hop on stage with your rock guitar. Freddie and the band need a superstar. When all the family has fun, that's for everyone. Good times with your friends never done. Great memories will be made. Times you never would trade for the whole world when you stay. Here at the Mega Pizza Plex, you're the big thing that's coming next. The gang's all here, won't you grab a mic? There's always something here that you're bound to like. Here at the Mega Pizza Plex, you're the VIP with cool effects. Hop on stage with your rock guitar. Freddie and the band need a superstar. Here at the Mega Pizza Plex, you're the big thing that's coming next. The gang's all here, won't you grab a mic?
Attention all guests. Please bring your eyes to the main stage for Freddie and friends performing Freddie Fazbear's Pizza. Please enjoy.
Hello, everybody. You ready to have a good time? I know I am. Cause it's Freddie Fazbear's Pizza. For kids, it's number one. Freddie Fazbear's Pizza, where fantasy meets fun.
All that action guaranteed.
Well, let's meet the band. My name is Freddie. I'm a singer in the band. Got a hat and a big bow tie. I'm a big brown bear, but don't be scared. I'm a real fun-loving guy.
Bonnie's my name, I'm hopping along. 5 years in a cottontail. My guitar is blazing, this rabbit's hair raising. Just listen to me wail.
Take it, Bonnie. Freddie Fazbear's Pizza. Get your pizza by the pound. Freddie Fazbear's Pizza, where all the kids are safe and sound.
As good as the name offers absolutely no guarantees for guest safety.
Hey, I'm Chica, the lady of the group. My singing is a treat.
Fazbear's Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Give it up for Freddy and friends. Please continue enjoying the rest of your visit here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Can't wait to meet you. So join the animatronic family. We open real soon. Try your best to hold on to sanity. Come get to know me. And you won't wanna leave after tonight. Down here we're lonely. And we would like you to join us for a ride. You've been through 20 long frightful nights. You see their faces float on their minds. You know our show is so far from over. And Freddy told us you're an organ donor. Our eyes are on you. We can walk you through all the fantasy and what we've gone through. We can teach you to love and tragedy before the night. We're feeling festive. Join the coffee we'll try not to bite. Anger is restless. Don't hold it against us. We're alright. The fun is starting. A celebration that lasts eternally. I'm always watching because somebody powerful murdered me. Where we found down deep underground. What have I done to deserve this damnation? Who knows if you're the one to blame? 'Cause we don't even know your name. But you're here now and we've got temptation. We're only playing, just wanted to make a few new friends. You plan on
I've only got the 9-5 here. But I got more at the story, Lord, don't be careful, the killer's in the building now. The trick it already imitated children now. We play hard on the playground, but once you're in, no getting out. Oh, so you work in security. Intruder alert, surely a certainty. Including the curse of working security. What the imposter syndrome is, I'm turning you verbally. Pull up your mind, it is toggle between. Even if something anonymous jumping off of the screen. The body's popping off, everybody's starting to scream. If you keep up with the monsters, you control your dreams. Pick up the job, now don't drop your guard. Cause the pizza's not hot, but the demons are. Static from the pulpit, no apologies. If I get you started for all these strategies. The first animatronic to serenade me with song. And ever since it's like I never stopped singing along. Stuck in a circular circus, it's an eternal loop now. Every villain of any family follows up now. Now my keys have gone dull cause I'm hard on my grind. Started with the night shift, now I'm pulling full time. I got Freddy in my veins, it ain't Mercury. We lost all the magic behind the curtains. I am in that when I'm under the lights. Because the magic only happens at night. I'm sick of singing songs I wouldn't write. Cause I got lost with this show would not actually work. Cause it was another bad night, but that was last night. Until the next night, nah, 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 nah. Another bad night, but you come back right. Until the last night, nah, 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 nah. Late nights are fine by me. In the daylight I hide my teeth. When I play nice, you might not see this coming. Cause I'll be back for another bite. What do you need a clock for? What do you need a lock for? All that is time to once for. The audience knocking upon your door. What did I hunger for? You know the essence of creation. Kids, if you like violence, look into my eyes. Soon you'll see from inside them. You should never judge any endoskeleton by its cover. When all this wires are tangled, just like I'm finding a goddess. Because when I come to life, if you're wise and to hide, keep an eye on the time and the light by your side. You can try if you like to survive every night. Take my hand, don't be shy, be a friend, hold a guy. Give them a wage, ain't great, but you never know. Cause you can take a day job like a stepping stone. Would you prefer a spring trap to a pigeonhole? Now you're a one-trick pony, but you're not alone. No wonder why you keep coming back. Playing out the tape just so you can come it back. Over and over again until there was nothing left. Turning up on the edge and you never gonna get. Another bad night, but that was last night. Until the next night, nah, 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 nah. Another bad night, but you come back right. Until the last night, nah, 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 nah. Late nights are fine by me. In the daylight I hide my teeth. When I play nice, you might not see this coming. Cause
There's a shadow on the wall. Stay calm, stay calm. There's a figure in the hall. Stay calm, stay calm. Keep my wits and stay alive. Wish I had a 9 to 5. There's a stranger in us all. Stay calm, stay calm. Every hair is on its end. That's fine, I'm fine. Feeling my adrenaline. That's fine, I'm fine. I can keep away the creeps safely from my swivel seat. Something's crawling through the vent. That's fine. There's a ghost in the machine. Stay calm, stay calm. They are watching through the screen. Stay calm, stay calm. They drive me crazy. Hey, 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 hey.
Hey kids, nice to meet ya. Are you ready for some fast food pizza?
Who's this? Working at the night shift.
I don't know, but I don't think I like him.
He's a kid and he was our crazy. About time we had a brand new plaything.
Another yellow belly bucking like a chicken.
Listen, gang, I say that we take it.
They are slowly closing in. Stay calm, stay calm. Find an inner strength within. Stay calm, stay calm. If I've learned one thing, it's that don't respond to Craigslist ads. I can see their second skin. Stay calm, stay calm.
idea, because the way I'm doing the flowers is not working. I'm going to use markers, I think. I'm gonna try with pencils first to see if I can fix it with pencils. If I can't fix it with pencils, then yeah, markers it is, and then I'll just have to balance out the darkness. So I think I can start with the face. Do like this color. Let's see how this color looks. Glasses back.
My replacement is blue. It's got the latest tattoo. It's shiny and brand new. kissed me, I was afraid you'd leave. Fading from your dreams into something you believe. Precious memories I'll live up and hold on to. Now resting at ease, look who changed 'cause I found you. Following your heart, lighting up the spark, chasing my last voice. I'm coming your joy. It's like dark and past and I drifted away. Feelings gone so far, I'll keep it contained. Following your heart, lighting up the spark. How hard must I climb when life is such a treat? Always throughout time, I see my life on repeat. Oh, wavering away while I recollect the stars on the show. Old reality's glowing and I just let the shadows grow. I don't wanna know, 'cause I don't mind. Following your heart, lighting up the spark, chasing my last words. I'm coming your joy. It's like dark and past and I drifted away. Feelings gone so far, I'll keep it contained. Following your heart, lighting up the spark. Without the sunrise comes down the rain. No matter what we try, our fallen name will always burn. Always burn. Following your heart, lighting up the spark, chasing my last words. I cover your joy. It's like dark and past and I drifted away. Feelings gone so far, I'll keep it contained. Following your heart, lighting up the spark. Precious memories I'll live up and hold on to. Lighting up the spark. Resting at ease, look who changed 'cause I found you. Precious memories I'll live up and hold on to. Now resting at ease, look who changed 'cause I found you.
They keep creeping towards the door. My stomach twists like a worm beneath the lure. My heart it skips like a phonograph. All machines were built to last, but they keep creeping towards the door. They keep creeping towards the door. Their bodies freak like they're carrying a corpse. Their footsteps creak as they circling, and the power's running thin, but they keep creeping towards the door. If I'm not telling that there is no danger, but I suspect that things will get much stranger. Something about his room is hypnotizing, paralyzing, terrifying. They keep creeping towards the door. My backbone shakes like a tremor on the floor. My kneecaps quake. Why don't I just grab for blockets to be fed? 'Cause they keep creeping towards the door. This fury voice masquerade like they're cute. They kids don't notice 'cause they think they're cartoons. Oh, don't look now, I think that Freddy's on route.
feels when you leave it to somebody else. If you want it done right, you should just do it yourself. You oversaturate your world with
Hi.
nothing but
All the way
machines.
from
You
Germany?
might make everyone happy, but you're
That's cool.
dead inside just like
How's it
me.
going? I think it's going okay. I've still got a little bit of a cold. So try not to make me laugh too much, because then the coughing comes. How are you? You say that, but you're making me laugh, so it can't be true. I'm trying to figure out what colour I need to fill in the rest of this. Might have to do it through this.
I just picked up a new job, but I'm hoping it ain't hard. After all, it's a night shift. I'll be working the graveyard. Urban legends aside, I think I'll be fine. There's no way these things are alive. It's just a robot with nothing inside, right? Not like I'm fighting to survive. What was that noise? Bonnie is gone. Honestly, my skin is starting to crawl. Something is coming. They're walking the halls, and now that my power is starting to fall, I'm sick of seeing all these sinister faces. Why am I working for minimum wage? If I could be killed, they should give me a raise. Why did they hire me? This is insane. What's with all of these accidents happening? And what's still in business that is baffling? All these cameras had better
Thank you. Let me turn this down a little bit. I'm not dying from my cold first. Okay. So I've been doing art for 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, about 9 years, because I started when I was 12. I am now 21. I'm turning 22 in April. I started it as a hobby. It technically is still a hobby for me. I haven't gone professional into it. I just kind of do it when I'm able to. So I've always done traditional work. I've not done digital yet. I can't afford going digital, honestly. maybe I'll think about it like later, but at the moment we're staying with traditional. This is more of the style that I used to do. I started off in portraiture, and then I've gone more into full body kind of stuff recently, in my most recent years. Yeah, he's in his own grave. It's a reference from an anime. I try and make the reference my own, or I get like I compile a bunch of different references to like essentially put my own take on something. So I really try not to copy other people's work if I absolutely like can, because I don't think that's right. I do try and, you know, take things into my own hands, and get it to look like a piece of my artwork. I'm still figuring out excuse me, how to get things from my head onto paper, because I really struggle with that. If it's like D&D, I have no issues, because it's D&D, it's different. I can think of characters for days for D&D, but then when it comes to actually like drawing something for each like month, I get really stuck. So I'm always like, give me references. I need something. So I just end up going back to anime. Anime is like my safe haven, I suppose. Yeah, you probably do know what anime it's from. I have actually watched this anime. I have done a few animes that I actually haven't watched, but they're very popular. This is, yeah, it's a kind of a popular anime. It's not the most like worldwide known like Attack on Titan or, you know, Naruto or something like that, but it is still quite popular. It was a very short kind of series. Yes, that's the one. It's called Angel of Death. I just thought of like that name. I'm just like, I'm sure that's the like the name of the anime, and I forgot that it was called that. But I remember watching an anime called that, and I was thinking of this character specifically, and this particular moment. So I was just like, you know what? Sure, I can do that. We're just gonna, you know, draw the guy. So that's how this dude ended up where he is, the poor guy. He just wanted to build a nice grave for her, and he ended up in it instead. I would have accepted it. I think she was quite mean. I'm trying to decide on if I want any green. I can't decide whether I want green or not. I think it would be nice if I had a bit of green. I'm just trying to fill in any missing spots, essentially. Yeah, you do not want to watch this as a kid. This would be such a, like, yeah. And so many people think anime are like kids showish. They're not. They're not. They can scar you for life. Some of the ones that I have watched, gosh, I cried so many sad moments. Like, I haven't watched Your Lie in April, but a lot of people like cried at Your Lie in April apparently. What other show? What did I cry at? I cried at Fairy Tale. I cry at One Piece. What else have I cried to? Probably cried to something else as well. I just can't remember because I'm watching like those rom-com type ones where it's like one girl and a bunch of boys, or one guy and a bunch of boys. Which one's it? So like Orange Host Club. And then I have... what else? I like Nozaki-kun. Nozaki-kun is a really good anime. And that's the one about a guy doing a manga. And then I'm just looking at my manga now. Ooh, the Ice Guy and the Cool Girl. I watched that recently. It was so cute. So cute. I would totally rewatch that. Yeah, I think it was. It was a tree. Sometimes I find it difficult. I think it just depends on how long somebody's been doing art for. Well, I say that, but Violet Evergarden, I've not watched that either, actually. No. Instagram, because I can't spell. Or Discord. Which one's gonna work? Sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. Okay. The bot's not working. I do have links to my Instagram. Let me test it again. Yeah, the bot is asleep right now. But I have links through my Twitch to access my Instagram. I have a Discord server. But I do have physical copies of my art pieces, so I will get out my last piece for you. Or my last few pieces. I'll show you what I did so far for this year, I suppose, and I can show you the last 2 years as well. And they're also on YouTube as well. I'm just uploading it like everywhere. For new people, I like to show, like, it's just you live and you learn. Like, I did this one and this one, and they've got like similar backgrounds. This is what I mean by like me doing full body portraiture, but I don't like those ones. It was a bad start to the year. I like these ones much better. So I wanted to do a human knuckles because I had watched Sonic Boom, is it, on Netflix recently, on that month. So I decided, you know what, I like knuckles, so I did a human knuckles. And I did that background. And then I've been playing through Persona 5 as well. And my favourite character is Ryuji. So I did Ryuji. I actually really like this one. It is very similar to the reference that I took it from. but I did alter some bits, like I added this little bits and the white, and the head's a little bit different. It's just like stuff. And then I've done another persona. This is the other one that I'll be painting for this month, and it's Yusuke from the same game, except his is a portrait, and he's doing his iconic thing. So I will show you the first drawing of last year and then the last drawing, and I'll do the same for the year before, so then you get like a vague idea of how different the art style was, in a sense. And then if you want to see the rest, you can see them on YouTube, or if my bot decides to work through my Discord or Instagram. So this is the first of 2023. So this was my first one, which is a fortune teller. And then let me slowly do this, because I don't like breaking things. There we go. So this is the last one I did of last year. So it's very different from what you're seeing. Oh, you see Poppy Playtime, and then let me go to the year before that one. You've had a little peek at some of the other ones that I had there. Okay, this is 2022. This is the most chunkiest one probably, and the one before, because this is when I was in university and like sixth form, so I had a lot more time on my hands. These are like stickers I was trying out, because I had emotes. Well, I have emotes because I was affiliated on Twitch. Hold on, I'm just gonna move Bulbasaur quick for a minute. So this is just a swatch sheet that I did ages ago. I do this for when I get new paper. That doesn't count. I'll show you the first one. This is the first one. I was at university and sixth form during like 2022. Yeah, 2022 I was in university. So this is the first one I did. Now this might be a little bit more trickier to go through because there's a lot. Oh, I went too far. Here we go. Oh. When I was affiliated, that's a good question, because I don't exactly remember. I've been affiliated for quite a while now. I started in this year of 2022. Let me see if I can remember which one it was. Because I remember that I did a particular one that I started out with. I might have started before this actually for Twitch. So So there's this, and then I think I have the drawing I started out with, and that should give me the date of when I first started Twitch. And then I should be able to work it off of that. I'm just making a mess, don't mind me. So I was going through, I started off as just like sketch. I can't get the last folder now, hold on. Okay, I got it. I started as sketch, then I went into coloured pencils, then I went into what did I go from coloured pencils to? Markers. I went to markers, and I was in markers for a very long time. And then from markers, I went to watercolour. And I've been in watercolour since, really. I've only just started thinking about last year to go into gouache, because gouache is a lot more pigmented than watercolour. And I like colour, so it's just easier. But anyway, let me go to the first one. So that's February. That's not the one. Let me try to remember. This is the one. Let me... Oh, I didn't date it. Of course I didn't. Because that was the time in my life when I didn't date things. And I didn't date these either. This is just painful. That was around May time. May 2021. So 21, 22, 23, 24. About 3 years I've been on Twitch, right? I became affiliated before that. When did I become affiliated? I got affiliated pretty quickly because I got to know people on, like, around very easily. I think I was affiliated by September. So May, June, July, August. About 4 months. Yeah, about 4 months. This is like, because I remember, and I think I was affiliated at this point. It really did not take me long at all. Okay, this is the last one. I don't typically do animals, but I did an owl for my last one. Yeah, at this point, I'm sure I was affiliated, but I'm not entirely sure. I know I did get affiliated in a very short amount of time. It was, 4 or 6 months at least. And then after that 6 months, it went up quite a lot, really. But a rookie. This is one of my favorites that I did. It's so hard to let go of my original pieces. It's like if I did go to digital art, it's more easy to give it away than it is to give away my digital art, because I'm just like afraid of giving it to people. I'm just like, no, I want to keep it. I don't want to give it to anybody. So, you know, that's my life, and here we are now. This is where we are now. I have been mostly working on backgrounds this year. Well, But last year I said to myself, oh, I'm gonna work on full body portraiture, which is what I did. I did work on that. And then I also started to work on backgrounds as well. And essentially I'm just doing the exact same thing as I was doing last year, which is body portrait, like body positioning and backgrounds. Backgrounds are a real downfall for me because I end up making them too simple. I want more detail in them, but I also fail in the fact of making proportions. With cartoons, you get a bit of leverage. With proportions, they can be a little bit off in cartoon, which I'm really happy about, which is probably why I've stayed in that kind of medium. And it's difficult. Art is just very difficult. Yeah, I think I do plan on to. I don't plan on letting them go. I have like prints that I can give to people of particular ones that are like quite pigmented, and since they're quite pigmented, they come out in print form quite well. Like I have a siren print. I have probably like a couple of those, and a couple of drawings that I have done for a story that I was writing ages ago called The Theatre. And those two drawings are really pigmented, so I can just like do prints of them. And they do look cool. So yeah. So we're gonna finish off with this guy, Eddie. And then I will probably be doing Yusuke in the next couple of days because I like to have, I like to at least try and get 2 pieces of artwork done per month if I can. And then so I will make sure I draw them during that month, paint them during that month, and take pictures of them and get that all done by the end of the month. And that essentially makes me make sure that, one, I'm streaming on a regular basis and also making art on a regular basis, and I don't just stop like what I did in high school, because I could have probably progressed much more in my art if I did it in high school all of the time. Like if I took it through GCSE, I would have progressed considerably more, but I decided not to do that, so it was just a hobby. It is still just a hobby now, but I take it more seriously, I suppose. Yeah, everything has gotten better. When I do these kinds of ones, it reminds me so much of my like past self. It's crazy. Which is, I suppose it's why I'm not doing portraiture as much. It's not because I know that portraiture doesn't really like match as much, but it can still be, you know, decent. And I always think, oh well, it's not really that great doing portraiture all of the time. But it's not great doing it's not great doing full body either all of the time. You have to switch it up, which is why I've started doing like sideways faces or sideways poses, because I really struggle with doing like half faces, and I know what I struggle at, and I'm trying to make myself better at it. You can get up on the bed, Stella. I know you can. Come on, jump. Jump up. There you go. My dog's just being weird. I always like to challenge myself. I used to be quite reformed in how I wanted to do my art. I always stuck to like a certain thing. Like I just stuck to one thing and I've just gotten good at that. So but I suppose I still have that because I don't know how to draw animals. I really do suck at animals. I am like, I don't know why, but I've never really focused on animals or objects or anything like that. It's always been humans for me, and I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe it was the fact that we were forced to do like a charcoal portrait of Elizabeth, like the Queen Elizabeth, when we were in year 5, and it's just like stemmed from that somehow. But I've just never really been, you know, the one to be interested in animals or objects. And I want to get good at that as well, but I'm much happier and I enjoy doing things that involve people. I like helping people and I like giving people therapy in a way. So yeah, I have my ways of getting myself to do things, which is, I always have to make sure that I have something to do. And I get stuck so often. Like after this month, I don't know what I'm drawing next month. I have no idea, no clue whatsoever. I just kind of like rummage through Pinterest until I find something that I want to vaguely take inspiration from. Like if someone told me, hey, I want you to draw like the Black Swan, but as a person, okay, yeah, sure, I can do that. I'll draw like the person and they'll be in a ballerina pose, and then I can do like a lake background, or I could do a theatre background. Having themes is it's really helpful for me. I used to do monthly prompts, and they used to help me so much. I used to come out with art that I wouldn't have thought of coming up with just because I got like one particular word, like plague or food or dirt, you know, something as simple as that helps me a lot. So maybe I could do like a random word generator and just kind of do that, and that might help me a lot more. I am British. I am from the UK, A lot of people either think I'm from the UK or they think I'm American, or I don't know. I don't know what people think I am. I talk in a very weird accent compared to some other people that live in the UK. And it's probably from a mixture of American television. I'm half Scottish, and it's just like I live in the north, so that doesn't help either, because the north can have quite strong accents depending on where you come from. Oh, different British accents are strong no matter where you come from. It's confusing because there is different British accents. But I like to keep mine nice and clear and understanding so everyone can understand my English as much as possible. Have I added enough yet? Does it look like he's fallen in a pit of flowers? Do I need to add a bit of red? This is me just questioning myself. Oh, from London. No, I'm not from London. You need some more eyeshadow? Do you want like blush or bruise? This might be a good colour. More eyeshadow. Make him look like he's tired and he's about to die. He looks alive again. I made the flowers too vibrant. Yeah, this sounds like me. Standard British. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm just a standard British person. In London, they're a bit more posher than me. I'm literally right across from a farm. I live in the countryside. You know, it's not that exciting here. How's that looking? It's a bit hard to tell. I've still got the highlights to do. And for the first time, I need to remember not to put highlights in the hair. Well, no, don't put highlights in the eyes. Good job. That's fun. I just need to take the border off. Well, I need to put the highlights on, and then I need to do the border. So, I don't... Why do I do it? This might take a while. Okay, good. Oh, the one time I take my glasses off. How did you know? Right, and the back on. I'm almost done. Shouldn't hit the lady. I never wear them most of the time, so that's why I have people to remind me because I'm terrible. We're getting there. I'm really trying to stop myself from highlighting the eyes. I'm so used to highlighting them. Plants glow. Your English is fine. And I apologize for the negativity. I do try and be positive, but I am very terrible at it because it's myself and I don't have any self-worth. But I try and have self-worth. Try and keep the positivity if I can. Good. I'm actually quite glad I brought this Posca pen now because it's really useful. Sometimes I have to like layer over certain things multiple times, but like apart from that, it's good. I am doing my best. That is all I can do. Right, the highlight is done. I'm pretty sure I'm finished with this. I'm glad I didn't have to use my markers because I feel like the markers would have made it a bit too vibrant. I would have offset everything, but there you go. Whatever happens. Right, okay, let me just sort this. Your best is good. Oh, pickle. Why is it doing that? back we go. This is probably everyone's favourite part because it's just like ASMR. It's just really difficult because you have to also make sure you don't take all of the paint off. I get very lucky. I'm surprised I don't like take up massive amounts of stuff when I do this. I get really lucky. I was meant to give you an option of which glasses I was meant to wear, but I've just like put on the closest ones to me. I'll show you what they look like. I only have like a little bit of an astigmatism, so they're like reading glasses. But here they are. These are my favorite ones as well. I have another set that's like a bit more smarter looking. These are just like very basic. They reminded me of 3D glasses, which is exactly what I was going for. No, they're actually quite thick. I have quite a small head, so I don't need like any thicker than this. My vision, it's quite good. Let me just look at my optical records that I just happen to have. My most recent one, I have plus 25 on my right and plus 25 on my left. This is spherical. And then for the CYL, I have minus 75 on my right and I have minus 50 on my left. And then the axis is 65 on my right and then I have 155 on my left. Now I'll tell you what it was before last year, which is why I had to have glasses in the first place. So on my right I had plus 75 and on my left I had plus 1. So you can tell that my eyes have improved a lot since last year. But yeah, I was like shocked because I literally could not read one of the letters. I was like proper like starting to panic, being like, oh my gosh, my vision is going. And then I got glasses, I started to wear them, and then I went back last year, and now they're almost back to normal because I know 0 is normal, so I'm back down to 25, which is only like a slight blur. Yeah, I only have like a slight blur when reading things close up. But yeah, it's only close up, so I don't have to worry about things far away. But apparently I was quite blind the year before, so you know. But I'm better now, and you never know, I might not even need the glasses the next year. But I don't wear them as often as I did when I was having issues. But I get headaches on a regular basis. And I used to cover my left eye as well, which is probably why my left eye is much worse than my right eye. And I had to do like muscle exercises for my eye to stop it going lazy. And then it went lazy anyway. despite me trying to make sure it didn't go lazy. So that was my own fault. And now I just have like a bit of an astigmatism. Which is fine. So when I like try and cross my eyes, it's mainly like my left one that you can see a difference in. So my right one, you can see that it's looking towards the nose, but then my left one is like looking the other direction. Yeah. I was just like thinking, oh wait, this isn't a FNAF song. No, it is a FNAF song. I mainly got it as well because I look at my computer quite a lot. It was just like eye strain. I still do get eye strain, but not very often. So when I do, I just like put my glasses on for a few hours and it fixes it. It goes away. All the songs from today's stream are from FNAF. Well, they're not from the FNAF games, but they're inspired by the FNAF games. I'm quite a big fan of the FNAF music that gets made from like as an inspiration. A stretch? Okay, hold on. Give me like 2 minutes because I have just finished getting all this masking tape off, and I'll stand up in a minute. Okay, stretching. Oh, ow. It is also important for me to stretch because I have low blood pressure, so yeah, I crack a lot. I'm also hypermobile, so not only do I have like low blood pressure for when I like posturally move myself from from sitting down to stand up, it happens, like I could black out, and if I don't eat and drink enough, I could faint, which, you know, cool beans. So, and then hypermobile, if you don't know what that is, it's this fun little thing where some people can like move all of their fingers far back. That's not the case for me personally. What's happened to my thingamabob? No, it's fine. I look after myself. So essentially, hypermobile. I'll tell you about both of my conditions. This is so like I can stretch, so it's a bit hard to show, but I can do this with my wrist. So like my wrist is hypermobile, and then my elbow as well. You can kind of like see it there. It goes inside out. Yeah, that's another thing. And then my knees also do that too. So that's what hypermobile is. So you're more at risk because your muscles are like stretchier, essentially, of like pulling a muscle or something. But if you do pull a muscle, it's like, it's difficult. It's hard to explain. But that's hypermobile. No, it's not normal. No. If you can do it, you're hypermobile like I am. It is not normal. I have like full on taken my arm and I've put my elbow, they could see my elbow going backwards and my wrist going backwards, and no one else can do that. It's not meant to happen. And you can actually like pop your elbow in if you're not careful enough. But essentially, it's a fun thing. Don't worry about it too much. Unless you're doing a physical job, which I do a physical job. So I have to be careful. But if you don't do a physical job, you're fine. Don't worry. You can just be chill. Where am I gonna put my signature? I might put my signature up here. In the blood. In the blood spillage. There we go. So yes, it's not normal. So that's hypermobile. I did not kill him. The poor boy. He just wanted a well-deserved rest. Anyway, here you go. Here's the close-up. Whilst we continue to talk about my condition. So that's the first one, hypermobile, which isn't like a big condition. It just means I'm stretchy. And I have hypertension, postural hypertension, which is low blood pressure when you stand up, sit down, bend, or like do anything that involves like, you know, physical activity for prolonged amount of time. Like, so I can't stand up for like a long amount of time. I can't sit down for a long amount of time. I have to like keep myself in the middle. Because then if I'm standing for too long, I get faint. So if I sit down, I'm fine. It's just when I get standing up, I can at least control that one. But when I'm standing up and it happens, and it's random, it's very harder to control. And I'm in a safe environment, but I'm also using equipment that's very dangerous to use if you do have that condition. So I have to be very careful, and I have to have drinks and snacks and stuff on a constant. Like, I have buttons right here. It's a recent condition that I got, but I've had it for a while now, since I was young. I just haven't been diagnosed with anything properly until this point. I've just kind of lived with it, not knowing how to properly maintain it. But now I know what it is, I can maintain it better. So yeah, it's just one of those things. You just carry on with life like usual. Not too big of a deal. I'm also just going to write on the back here. So that was a 3-hour draft, and it was 2 hours and 45 minutes. And that was colour. So 2, 3, 4. So that's 5 hours, 45 men's. Buttons. They're called buttons. They're just chocolate buttons. It's just the way that I say buttons. I did have Smarties, but I've eaten them all. Hello. How are you? I see you've introduced yourself perfectly. How's it going? Good. I'm a little bit of an emotional wreck at the moment. But you know, what's different? What's new? Nothing. The usual. I'm still not successful in a new job. My cat's dying. What else? I just keep on crying because either of my cat dying or the fact that I can't get a job and I want to get a house and, you know, just life things. Thank you. I'm still doing my usual things. I'm just powering through. Yeah, just a big pile. Yeah, I don't have much hope with the cat. I'm just trying to stay positive with the jobs as much as I can because of how long I've been applying for now. It's been 6 months. I mean, last month I got Employee of the Month for where I currently am working, but I still don't want to remain there, and I still have the same feelings as I did before about the place, and I don't think it's the best place for me anymore, especially since it's a very physical job and I need more of a sit-down job now. But I also want to learn more and I want to have the ability to progress in my career and where I am doesn't really like give me that anymore. So I think the best thing is to move on, which you have to do eventually. So I might as well do it now, and then I can move into a house after that, which is the plan. Yeah, I mean, I've had this cat since I was little, since I was 1. So it's 20 years old. It's done really good for herself. She's so cute, and it's just like, it's so sad to just watch her go. But, you know, everything has an end to things, but, you know. Passionate. I was passionate about a couple of careers that I wanted to do, but they're very difficult to get into, or they're like self-employment. I've already done a student loan once, because of me still living with my parents. I don't have a lot of support when it comes to that, because I went to university for a year to try it, and I had to leave because I failed and my parents didn't want me to retry. So I came out of it, and now they're just afraid of me not being able to pay back the 1 year of student loan that I have. So yeah. So let me think. So passions. I obviously have a passion for art, but I wouldn't want to do it full time. I'm happy with this being a hobby for me. I feel like if I did it full time, I would lose my passion for it, which isn't something I don't want to do with my art, because I've already done that with my music when I took that for GCSE, and I don't want that happening to my art. So I want to just keep it as a hobby and just do it when I feel like doing it, and, you know, and do it that way. I enjoy doing my photography, but I like doing like landscape, and I like bugs and life photography, and getting out and doing those kinds of things are kind of difficult, especially during this time of year, because things are only just starting to come back out. So it depends, but I don't think I could do that for a job either. That's self-employment, and I don't have the money to do self-employment. And then what else? What other passions? I've always wanted to be a writer, and I've tried doing that before. I was working on the theatre for about 3 months, and then I stopped. I got no motivation anymore for it. And I still want to be a writer, but I don't have the push for it. And that's also, again, self-employment. And then for other jobs, I wanted to be a counsellor or a therapist, and that leads into self-employment. You can get into more things that are like in hospitals or stuff like that, but I don't really want to go into that. I want to help people, but I don't want to be a nurse or anything like that, because that's too much for me. So I'm not sure. It's a bit higgledy-piggledy. What else have I wanted to do? I wanted to be a musician at one point. I wanted to be a teacher at one point. Counselor. I wanted to work in radio. I wanted to be like a radio host. I think being a voice actor is cool too. So, but I don't know. There's not really anything like that in the UK. You have to obviously do a course. I can't just volunteer or do a training course with a counsellor, because I have to have previous experience. So there's like 3 online courses you can do counselling wise, and then you have to do like a payment course of psychology and everything like that. Then you can go on to do volunteering, and then once you've done your volunteering, then you can potentially get an apprenticeship or actual work experience in the field that you wanted to go into. But yeah, all of the fields that I want to go into, they're very difficult to, get your foot in the door. Once you have your foot in the door, you're fine. But, no, it's fine. If you have to imagine that you're by yourself and you're trying to, I'm just trying to apply for another job that won't say, hey, you don't have enough experience, but I'm willing to give you that experience, and you seem like a good person, so I'm going to employ you. It's not that easy, or else I would have had a job by now. I got very lucky in the job that I have. That at that moment in my life, I couldn't drive. I had just come out of university. I didn't have a lot of money, and I didn't want to be in care, because that's what I work as. But that ended up happening. Yeah, the current job market is terrible. I don't have very good grades. I don't have a lot of volunteering or work experience apart from the work experience that I currently have, which only gets me into a similar kind of job. And if I haven't done anything else previously, they just kind of write me off, even if it's an apprenticeship that happens to me, because they expect me to just be either straight out of high school or straight out of college or straight out of university. They want me straight out of academics, because the stuff is still fresh in their brain. I've not been to school for 2 years now. So, you know, all that information that I did learn, I don't have anymore. And I need to apply for more office-based jobs, which are more IT-based. Yes, I did do a GCSE in IT, but I didn't pass it. And that's my only experience apart from daily usage with my own computer and Microsoft applications that I have. Like, I don't have any actual experience job-wise, and since they can't see that, they think, they kind of just go, oh, well, you don't have enough experience for what we want. Yeah, some places just take what they can get, but then some other places don't. And they put up advertisements because they have to, and then they like say that there's not enough spaces, or you don't have experience, or we're not quite looking for people right now. I've had that. I literally applied for a job, and then they said, oh, we decided that we're just going to keep the team as it is. That was an apprenticeship job, so I should have gotten it, realistically, but I didn't, because they decided, after they shared that application and I applied for it and I went all the way there and did 2 interviews with them, to not give me an answer for a whole entire week, for me to then have to call them back or even email them back, wondering what is going to happen with the process, only to get a refusal. It depends on how far, because I can either stay where I am and keep the money and keep on earning money until I feel comfortable enough to get a house, and then I get the house and then I get new employment that way, and then I'll move according, you know, I'll just get new employment to wherever I have moved. But at the moment, I don't want to have to rent. I just want to go straight into a house. So at this moment in time, I cannot move for my employment. I'm willing to drive up to almost an hour for a job if I have to. I'm very open to learning new things, and I'm open to learning a new career, and I'm very determined and I'm very supportive. I have empathy and understanding and dedication, and it's just like, well, why isn't that enough? Yeah, I don't want to have to unless I absolutely have to. So, I know it probably doesn't seem like a big problem because I'm still young for my age, but I'm one of those people that like worry about things affecting me in the future. And I just want to save as much as I can for a house, get a different job so I can, because you have to have like 6 months in your new job before you can apply for a house. I want some form of career progression. Like, I'm open to apprenticeships, I'm open to anything as long as it's a job. I don't mind doing free online courses, but I do not want to go back to school because that is my personal preference. Unless I absolutely have to, I do not want to go back to college. I do not want to go back to education in general because I don't have a good experience with education. I know that it isn't always the case for different schools or different colleges, but it's a mental thing, and when I'm in those environments, I don't learn as well as what I could because my brain automatically shuts down because I associate it with something bad. Yeah, I understand that, which with my current job, I also have another reason why, because I don't get paid enough on a regular basis for what I do. My payment is inconsistent, and that's not because of the company, that's just because of the job. And I want to have a more often payment that's like the same, so then my monthly payments will be easier for me to fill. Yeah, I'm a very active learner. I'm either like visual or I physically have to do it. No, I don't get regular payment. I get paid every month, but it's not the same amount. Like one month I could earn 1,200, for example, and then the next month I could earn 1,800 a month, and then the next month would be 1,400. It keeps on fluctuating because of the job that I do. Yeah, I earn by the hour. I get paid double for doing bank holidays. I get paid about £10.80 per hour, and I do 12-hour shifts, and I've got a 36-hour contract. The minimum wage is going up soon to £11, but at the moment I am on minimum wage of £10.80 for my age, which is 21, and it does increase. Like, so when I was 19, when I started work there, I was on £10. Was I on £10.10? Something like that. It's not much. And I've got an interview in the next few days, and that is going to pay me £11, and that's like 5 minutes away, and it's doing similar kind of work, but the structure might be better for me, and they might give me a better chance of learning progression. But it depends, because I don't know whether it will or not, and I don't really want to go back into care, but sometimes it's the only thing that's accepting me. So, and it might still give me irregular payments as well, because it's social work, which is the same kind of thing as care work. Oh, that's quite low. So I get paid like £3 more than you. £5.70. So that's like half of what I'm being paid. That's crazy. It's really just odd to think about. Oh gosh, I didn't realise what time it was. I better get going, because I've still got meals to cook for work for the next couple of days. And I've got to go to bed as well, so... Mexico is £14. You know what that means? We'll just all move to Mexico. That'll be it. Yeah. I'm gonna go before I wake up really tired tomorrow. So I hope you've enjoyed today's stream, and we'll be back. Well, it's like 11:30 here for me. I was gonna finish ages ago. I was gonna finish like 11 o'clock at the latest, so that I could like prepare stuff for tomorrow. So I'm incredibly late, so I'm gonna go right now. So stay squishy and stay fresh, and I'll see you guys another time. Goodbye.